Hi, thanks for joining me. How fast another Wednesday comes around. I have been receiving a lot of questions on reincarnation. Now, people are asking me what happens when you die, how do you get born again, all of questions like this. I don't remember coming from heaven or whatever you perceive that to be, but let me give you the definition of reincarnation. Literally means entering the flesh again. Now, most Bibles do not touch reincarnation. And when the Bible refers to born again, I believe they're talking of spiritual rebirth, not physical rebirth. There are a lot of religions that actually do believe in reincarnation. Buddhas, Indians, there are certain countries that are really into it also, like South America, Siberia, and Asia, Australia. It's such an individual belief that you almost have to make up your own mind. I am going to tell you my personal belief. Again, this is what works for me. It may not work for you, but I do have some suggestions. My personal belief is yes, you can be reincarnated if that's what you choose to do. Earthbound spirits cannot be reincarnated until they go to the white light. You can't not go to the light and then just decide you want to come back again. You can't come back into a body until you've been into the white light. Now, a long time ago, I was having all kinds of questions. I think anybody that is to a certain age, 25, 30, 35, 40, you start questioning, is this all there is? What did I do? How do I do it? And because of my abilities, I've always known that there is something more when you die. You just don't become a pile of ash. So I had questions and I wondered, when did this happen? Why did this happen? Why is this happening to me? Why don't I understand this or that? And a very wise lady told me, maybe you're bringing stuff back with you from a past life. I went, I don't think so. But as it turned out, I decided to give it a try. Now you have to go to a licensed hypnotist, not just somebody that's going to dangle a little pendulum in front of you and tell you to go to sleep. This lady was licensed, and I also thought that I could not be hypnotized. I got a pretty strong will, and I'm thinking, it's not going to happen. The good thing that this lady did was she automatically told you, if you've had enough, if you're done, raise your hand and I will stop immediately. So you definitely had a way out, which made me feel better. What she did was hypnotize me, and she did it this way. Once I was under, she asked me if I could see anything. I said, no, I couldn't. And she said, you see nothing? I said, no, it's very dark. I said, now this is really weird. I hear a lot of stuff, like weird stuff, but I don't see anything. She says, what are you hearing? And as soon as I told her what I was hearing, it was like Technicolor. Everything was bright and clear. I was so surprised. And she said, so what are you seeing? I said, a long hall. I said, with a bunch of doors. She said, pick a door, open it, and tell me what you see inside. So I opened the door and I looked inside. And the amazing thing is that you come back with your same circle of friends and relatives. And so I saw my husband in another form. I saw my children, my mother-in-law, my mother, my father. Definitely you come back. But in that particular room, I did not find the answer that I was looking for. So she said, close the door and go to the next room. And this is what we did. Now, you cannot, the person that's hypnotizing you cannot lead you. She can say things like, look down and see what kind of shoes you have on. Or can you look around and see a newspaper someplace with a date? Is there a calendar hanging on the wall? Can you see what date it is? Can you look out a window? Are there cars out there? What she's trying to do is get you to put what time frame you're in. And again, don't go to somebody that's going to lead you. You have to come with this out of your own mind. There is another way that people do this, and you're hypnotized also. And say you're 40 years old, they take you down to 35. What are you doing? You're 25. What are you doing? They actually take you back into utero. So you go through the birth process again. No. That's not something I want to do, and I don't particularly want to be 15, 18, or a brand new baby all over again. I prefer to do it this way. But again, that's your choice. You can do whatever you want. Try to find somebody that'll let you tape the whole thing. This lady, it was taped, and it was amazing how much I even remembered when I just sat by myself and listened to the tape. The funny part is this. I never actually found the answer to what I was looking for, but it did open my eyes. Now, when you go into the white light, depending on your life, you're going to go in at some level. This is, again, my belief system. You're going to go in at some level. You can stay there if you want. If you don't want to go higher up, that's terrific. But if you want to improve your standing, that's when you make the choice to come back again. And I think this is where karma comes in. I've often wondered, why does a person decide to be born and be handicapped? Now this is the question. What did that person do in a past life that they have to fix in this life? The parents of this handicapped child, what did they do in a past life that they have to raise a handicapped child in this life? It's complicated. It is really, really complicated. I joke and I say when I die, I'm obviously going to go into the white light. I'm not wasting any time. And I'm going to take a long vacation. Apparently, from all the doors I've opened, I've had a lot of different lives. Most lives I was actually a man, not even a woman. And it was very, very interesting. I mean, it was something that I had never experienced. But again, this is something you have to decide if it's what you want to do. It is Christmas. With Merry, Merry Christmas to everybody. And keep the letters coming. I like the questions you're asking. I like your comments. And please sign up and subscribe to the YouTube. I like that you're watching them, but I need your subscriptions. Have a great, great evening, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.